Welcome back, everybody. We're here once again. We have this Hyundai Genesis Coupe with the standard brake package. We're going to be doing PowerStop Z23 drilled and slotted rotors with carbon ceramic brake pads all the way around. I'm going to take you through step by step. I'm going to let you know what tools you need, what steps to do everything in, and hopefully save you a bunch of money. So don't pay somebody, do it yourself. Like, share, subscribe, and let's get into it. Step 1, jack it up and take all 4 wheels off. The front brake pads are Z23-1413. These are the front rotors. JBR 1531XL is the driver's side. JBR 1531XR is the passenger side. The rear brake pads are Z23-1284. Here are the rear rotors. JBR 1530XL is the driver's side. JBR 1530XR is the passenger side. The brake pads come with everything you need, from the lube to the rubber to the vibration plates for the front and the back. The rotors come in plastic bags, and you're going to want to spray them with brake cleaner on the front and the back before you actually install these. Pop the hood, take the cap off of the brake master cylinder so that when we open up the brake calipers, the fluid has room to move up and there's no pressure against it. We're going to compress the brake caliper piston, so you just jam a flathead in here and slowly pull. You might be able to see it slowly going in, and then once you get it a decent amount, then you can slip it between the pad and the rotor and get better leverage. Just hold steady pressure. Don't be trying to like yank on it all crazy. Just pull and hold until it's bottomed out. Use a 14mm to remove this top bolt and this bottom bolt that hold the caliper on. Set the caliper up and out of the way like so. Remove the brake pads. Throw them in the trash. Use a 17mm to remove both of these bolts, one on top, one on the bottom. Remove the old metal shims. We're going to throw these in the garbage. Use a wire wheel and a drill to clean up the brake caliper bracket. Install the new shim the same way you took off the old shim. These two little tabs go right in here, and then you just sort of press it on. We're going to do these 2 pins one at a time, so just yank one out. Going to clean it off, and if it's dirty, use a wire wheel to clean it off more. Pull out this rubber. Take this rubber, throw it in the trash. Clean off this surface. Now that the surface is clean, we can put the new rubber in. I like using a flathead, so we jam the rubber in, grab the flathead to push the last bit of it in. When you think you have it in, just rotate it one full turn, and then you know it's in the groove. The new pack comes with the new piece of rubber for the tip here, so we rip this off, slide this over. The brakes come with the lube, so you just tear it open, grab this lube, and we're going to put a thin layer over the whole thing. If you need to squirt a little more out, that's fine. I like to hold this thing down, slide it in slowly, and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle back and forth. You can spin it too, it doesn't matter. And then as you're getting close to the bottom, support the rubber, push the pin in, make sure it spins and it goes in and out easily. It doesn't get caught up. If it gets caught up, you didn't put enough lube or there's something inside catching. Same exact steps on this side, except this pin doesn't have the rubber on the end. This bracket is now prepped and ready to be installed. Use a P3 Phillips. You gotta remove both of these screws. There's two of these per rotor. If your rotor doesn't just come off, you might have to be persuasive. What I like to do is hit it on one side and then come over here and hit it on the other side. And most of the time it breaks loose, like that just came off. But sometimes you have to really beat on it. Grab the one that says front driver's side. We're gonna spray both sides with brake cleaner and then install this onto the hub. Make sure when lining up the new rotor that the holes line up for these threaded retaining bolts. Put the brake caliper bracket back on with these two 17 mils. Tighten them down, guten tight, that's German for fucking tight. You have two different pads. One has a little squeaker deal for when it's gonna be low, and then one is smooth without it. The smooth one goes on the outside. The one with the squeaker finger goes on the inside. Now we're gonna put the caliper back on, reinstall the two 14mm bolts. After tightening everything down, just give it an extra spray with some brake cleaner, and then this one corner of the vehicle will be done. So let me take you to the back of the car and show you what the rear looks like, because the rear has an e-brake built into this piece. We're going to do the same trick as we did on the front. Stick a flathead screwdriver in this caliper and pull to compress the caliper. This caliper is also held on with 14s, so remove this top one as well as this bottom one. Move the caliper out of the way. Take out these pads, throw them in the garbage, right in the garbage. We need to remove this caliper bracket. We got a 17 here and a 17 down here. Take a flathead, pop these brackets off, throw them in the trash, get your wire wheel, clean off the caliper bracket. There's a little hole with a rubber plug in it. Make that face straight up and down, because inside of there is the adjuster. Use your P3 bit. You're gonna remove the two screws here. There was no way for me to show you this with the rotor on, so when you line up the hole, you need to line up the hole with this. And then you're gonna take a flathead and you're gonna push it and rotate it down over and over and over until you close the gap here, which will loosen it up so you can pull the rotor off. Grab your rotor, spray brake cleaner front and back, slide this on, make sure this area here is lined up so you can put the factory retaining bolts back in. Once you put the screws in, tighten it down, grab your little plug, jam it in the hole. You want to adjust it by flicking it up until you get a little bit of rubbing, like where it barely makes noise. And then over time, it'll self-adjust and then it'll be good to go. On this caliper bracket, we're gonna pull the pin out, we're gonna clean it, and then we're gonna replace this rubber with the new one that comes in the box. After popping in the new rubber piece, you're gonna hold it back like so, and then put it in, wiggle, 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 wiggle. And then push, and it will lock on. Make sure it moves freely, and then do it to this side. Bolt the bracket back on with these two 17s, make it good and tight. Just like the front brakes, you're gonna put the smooth one on the front and the one with the little scrapey dingle on the back. Put the brake caliper back on and reinstall the two 14mm bolts. Once all of that's tight, you're gonna spray this all back off again one more time with brake cleaner and put the wheel back on. Take yourself to the other side and do all the same steps that you did on the back and on the front on the other side of the vehicle, and the job's done. Put the cap back on the master cylinder, make sure it's clicked in, shut your hood, pump the brake a few times till it gets a little tight, start the vehicle. Once it's started, pump it about 10 times, and then it should be tight enough to go brake them in. To brake them in, you're going to drive 40 miles an hour and then slam on the brakes. Then get back up to 40 miles an hour, slam on the brakes. You're going to do that 4 times, and then you're going to drive around a little bit just to cool off the brakes. Then your brakes are set in, and you can just go on with your daily activities. Hopefully this video helped you do this work yourself, saved a bunch of money. If it did, help me out on Patreon, $1 a month. That's 12 bucks for the whole year. That's like 1.5 Starbucks coffees. Help me out, it means more than you think it does. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Till next time, Wrench on.